There's a lot of those knuckleheads, right? Those street defense guys. They're like fake karate guys.
And you know, the worst part is they say, yeah, we cannot use it in the ring because
Too
it's way
deadly.
too dangerous.
Yeah.
I said,
Well,
well,
we
if you
do
can kill
this
somebody
whole
like
thing.
this, you can also not kill him.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
What?
yeah, right. I mean,
have that
if
kind
you-
of control
If you
of
have that
everything.
kind of control, you just.
Their techniques are too lethal, boss. You don't understand. They're like it's like dropping a nuclear explosion on you. You know what I'm saying?
The 1-inch punch, all that.
Yeah, I love those videos, like kung fu videos, where guys are demonstrating techniques and how they're going to work. And have you seen the one where the old man who's got this class where he throws like
People, and then the
Fake,
karate
yeah.
guy, Pancras guy comes in
and beats the shit out
and
of
beats
him.
the shit out of him, right?
Sad, right?
And when you see him bleed, he see himself. He cannot believe it. It
Right.
doesn't work, and he's trying.
Yeah.
To throw. And that one guy, he does. The guy goes like this.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Phew," and he makes a somersault, and he falls on the
But
ground.
it's almost like he believed his own bullshit, right?
But what are these guys doing? They're all faking it. They know.
They are, but they're probably, it's like mass hypnosis or mass hysteria. You know, like cult behavior. They get locked into believing. Like, I remember when I was in, my Taekwondo school was not like cultish in the sense like, then nobody had to do anything crazy. They didn't try to get your money or get you to leave your family or anything like that. But the devotion that some people had towards the instructor was pretty crazy.
It's amazing.
And they didn't exploit it, but if someone did exploit it, you could see how they could get some weak people that would really fall into it. And it's sort of a disturbing aspect of martial arts that one of the things that I really loved about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was that you didn't kind of see that. You didn't see like all the bowing. It was more like friendly.
Yeah.
Like when I trained with the Machado, it was like, "Hey, my friend, how are you? Come
Yeah,
on."
yeah.
And it was much once they show you the techniques, but they're very friendly and more like you know, they don't try to place themselves above anyone. There's no master this.
No,
there's
because
no
they don't
bowing.
need to.
Yeah, they
Because
don't have to,
they're
yeah.
going to let you know that it is really effective right there.
And the respect that you get from them, they'll earn it just by being amazing. I
Yeah,
mean,
but it's because they're good. All the
Yes.
other guys who preach and talk about it like that, they're not good. They suck.
Yeah.
Like every guy who tells me that he is unbelievable, but he never fought,
yeah.
is full of shit.
Well, you know how many times
Well,
guys have told
guaranteed.
me,
It's not possible. He will not know if he can do it under pressure. He will not. It's amazing.
Do you know how many guys have told me though that they could never lose? I
Yeah.
can never lose, man. You don't know about my mentality. My mentality
Until they
is
get choked.
I'm like an animal, bro. I might go blank and then
Yeah, that's the
body
best
start
one.
dropping.
Yeah, I go blank. Yeah, that means you don't think, right? That's
Yeah.
the easiest. I had ninjas coming into my class one time. I'm not kidding. There's a guy walking in with a stash, glasses, and a big belly, and blue kimonos, and they came in Holland. And he walked in, there was 6 girls following him. It was like a cult. It was the weirdest thing ever. Later on, we found out he couldn't even do like 8 push-ups. It was like bizarre. And every time when I would show something, they would say something. Like one time, you know, I had an arm bar, and this girl says, "Oh, we would bite in the leg," you know. So I start slowly but surely. I figured I'm not going to say anything. But then, you know, it kept going. I have somebody in a rear naked choke. And I said, and explaining, and she goes, to somebody else, she said, "We will poke the eyes out now." And I go, "Oh, excuse me, what was that?" And she said, we will poke your eyes out right now. I said, "Wow, let's find out. I mean, I'm going to try this with you. Is that cool?" Yeah. She goes, "Let's go, sit down." I said, put my arm around her neck. I said, "Okay, in 3 seconds, I'm going to go. If you touch my eye, I'm going to break your neck, okay? Let's go." and she goes, "Well, what did you say?" I said, "In 3 seconds, we're going to go. I will count down. You come near to my fucking eye, I'm going to break your neck, okay?" I said, No. What do you mean? I said, "Okay, you know what? Normally, when somebody touches my eye, you think I'm going to go, oh, no, I'm going to go, they touch my eye, go, and I'm going to go, motherfucker." Yeah? Then my eye hurts.
That face was awesome.
Never fuck with somebody who has a dominant position over you.
And
If
poke
I
him
have
in
you
the
in an
eye.
arm bar and you bite my calf, guess what's going to break at that moment? It's the most idiot thing that people actually believe that if you put a finger in my eye and a life in that situation, I'm going to let go of the choke. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to snap the neck first, and I'm going to let go of the choke.
Well, not only that, people don't understand how quick you go unconscious. Like, if someone has a rear naked choke on you, especially if you don't really know defense, you haven't been choked a lot before, you don't know how to relax, you don't know how to tuck
Oh,
your chin.
and do you know how hard it is to poke an eye?
Yeah, it's
If you
fucking
do
hard.
this, I do that, you're
Yeah,
out.
you
It's
can't get
very hard. It's very hard. I squeeze my eye. I put my eye against the back of your neck. back of your head. Now
See, what you're used to doing, Boss Rutten, is fighting in a sport type situation
Sure.
where you got rules. See, out on the street, there are no rules.
You know, and like I cannot fight without rules too,
Yeah,
right?
it's funny.
It's like I can stab eyes too. Only I can do it better, more accurate as well.
I used to do this. Well, I do this radio show. I won't name the guy, but there was a guy that they had as their bodyguard, and he's a fucking total bullshit artist. And he was
They
a
all are.
ninja.
It's so
And he
funny.
would fucking do videos doing nunchucks and shit. It was
Why
so
didn't you want to
stupid.
say his name?
Master Poe. So, Opie and Anthony show. And we were on the show once, and I'm fine. You know, you do whatever you want, but
Yeah.
as soon as you're on the air,
Yeah.
you represent it. You know, I gotta tell the truth. You're
Yeah.
on the fucking radio now, and people are gonna listen to you. And if I let you get away with some nonsense,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
that
you
could
look stupid.
And not me, man. Some young kid could be listening to that, and they want to start a martial art, and they get sucked into doing a stupid fucking street karate classes.
Yeah.
And I go, listen, it's real simple. The shit that works on trained killers is the best shit.
Yeah.
You don't see Anderson Silva, practicing eye pokes and although eye pokes are pretty fucking
They're
successful
good.
in the
Yeah,
UFC.
yeah, they work.
But you don't see him doing, death touch and fucking, pressure point
Yep.
attacks. That shit doesn't work.
It doesn't work. I said on camera, we had an email from somebody. It said that his master could, with point pressure, they could knock you out. Oh, I got a great story about this also with Amir. Anyway, I looked in the camera. I said, okay, anybody in America, you're watching right now, if you have a person who says that he can knock me out with a punch, like just pressing somewhere, we invite him. We pay him. We pay his trip. He can come on the show. He can do it on camera, on me. He can knock me out. I said, it's a no-lose situation for me, because if it works, I'm signing up. I'm going to do that stuff. But I tell you, it's not going to work. We had this guy, but Amir Perez, so you know him also, right, my buddy? We see these guys on stage, and the touch guys, right?
Yeah.
So one guy goes this, tick, and this is what the person does. This.
They just
he
fall
falls
back.
And then the guy said, did you see his eyes roll back in his skull? That means he was out for real. So I go to Amir, I go, this is going to be fun. Watch this. So these guys come walking down after the set. I said, okay, do it to me. I want you to do it to me. You want me to knock out. He said, are you sure about that? I said, do it to me. I want to know how it feels. And he goes, you know what? I got something better. So he already steered away from it, right? So he says, let me show you this. And he walks over to his buddy. They start talking to each other. And then he walks away. And in the corner, he stands like this, huh? Crazy. And he runs towards his friend, and he goes like this. In midair, he stops, and he flies on the ground.
So he threw like kung fu hands.
Kung fu
at him.
hands at
Doesn't
him.
touch him.
Doesn't touch him. I go, do it. I'm sold. Do that to me.
Right.
I'm going to attack you right now. So I'm going to the corner, and he goes, yeah, but you have to be really angry. I said, excuse me? Yeah, really angry. Otherwise, it won't work. I say, your friend just did it, right? I said, I think I can better act than your friend. Don't worry. I'll be in the zone.
Right.
But we will. He says, no, because if you're not real angry, it doesn't work. It needs to be that balance. So I knew it was his way out. So I walked over to him, and I'm standing like this. I say, kick me in the pills. And he says, what? I said, kick me in the I said, I'm going to be really fucking pissed. And he didn't want to do it, needless to say. But they're idiots that truly believe that is true.
Well, it's so easy to take someone who doesn't know anything, like who's a student, and trick them like that and be a con man like that.
And you know what the worst thing is? There's teachers out there, they give you a false sense of security, and then they teach you how to defend a knife, grabbing the wrist. This is so dangerous. Knife is dangerous than a gun, on a short distance at least. And they teach him the wrong way, and then something happens on the street, somebody pulls a knife, and he goes to his buddy, dude, step back, I got it.
Yeah.
And they get killed.
Eddie Bravo has a crazy story about that.
And it's that guy's fault. It's the coach's fault.
Eddie Bravo, when he was first learning martial arts, actually almost got into an altercation before he knew jiu-jitsu. He was first learning martial arts. He really thought he was going to be able to attack this guy and put him away with some fake karate shit.
Yeah, there you go. See?
Yeah, he had a bad. Eddie's first instructor was a fake guy.
It didn't work.
The guy said that he was going to China to train with the monks.
Oh God!
Like, I'll be back in a week. I'm going to China to train with the monks. So Eddie was at the supermarket and he saw the guy's car. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he ran into the guy at the supermarket who was supposed to be in China training with the monks. He just
what is the guy who killed the
Raphael Torre?
Yeah, he would say that he would go in the forest and he would fight a whole tournament and he would come back and he had like these bloodied up knuckles and suddenly a trophy.
Well, this is the story of Raphael Torre. His name was not really Raphael Torre.
Oh no!
No, that was a fake name that he created.
God.
He was a fake Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and he had his friend drop him off in the woods. Said, "I'm about to fight in a kumite karate to the death tournament." And so he's carrying this bag, and in the bag he had this fucking trophy already.
Yeah.
He's like, "Drop me off in the woods. They're gonna meet me here, and then I'm gonna fight for a couple days, and I'll see you in a couple days."
Yeah.
So then his friend comes back 2 days later to pick him up. "Yeah, I won everything. Here's my trophy." Like, motherfucker, you think I'm retarded? You brought that bag. You brought that trophy in a bag. But, he came from that era where you could get away with faking shit like that.
And people believe that. I have a lot of guys who believe stuff, It's and they put the cover of magazines and they're this and they're that and they're nobodies. Yeah. Absolutely nobodies. But people believe and directors believe that.
Oh, yeah.
They go, "Oh, my God, this guy, man, is dangerous."
What do you think of Seagal's? Seagal's claims.
Yeah.
Did you see the interview he did with Michael Chavello on your network?
Can I laugh in your face? The thing is this. Here I go back to. Did you ever compete? No.
Right.
But I trained with other guys. We would fight in dojo. We all know that fighting in the dojo and fighting under pressure in the cage or in the ring, whatever, you cannot even compare to each other. I always explain, and my buddy Amir Peretz always would say it, if you take a 2x4, like a long, 20-foot long, right, and you have to walk over it, it's an easy thing to do. You just walk over, it's 20 feet long. Now you put that same bar up about 2 buildings, 20 stories up, and now you have to walk over there. Now it's a whole different ball game, and it's not so easy anymore. Now that's the same as fighting. Yeah. And sparring, nothing compared. How many dojo fighters that tear up everybody, including the professionals, but when they fight themselves, they can't fight. They panic. Yeah. And that's what I always say. Until you competed, you can never tell. You can have 100 black belts. I don't care. I got to see it. I got to see you fight. I don't believe people saying that you're good. I want to see you fight. Not in training, under pressure, with people around.
So important. So important. Wise words by Boss Rutten, ladies and gentlemen. Learn, knowledge, respect. Follow Boss Rutten on Twitter. It's Boss Rutten, BASRUTTENMMA. The website also. What is your website? Boss O2 the O2trainer.com.
O2trainer.com, O2trainerblog.com if you want to check out that one video, and then bossrutten.com.
And bossrutten.com for your website, and elitemma.com. Is that what the
Elite MMA Gym.
EliteMMAgym.com for your gym, which is in Thousand Oaks. Fantastic gym. You can't go wrong training there. When is Ramon's brother back from Holland?
I think we'll be back next week. And I'll be there every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 o'clock. If you want to come in, people say, "Oh, can I train with you?" I'm there. I love to teach. So be there. Boss Rutten is on Facebook. It's just /Boss Rutten.
All right, my brother. An honor, as always, and always a good time hanging out with you.
Same here.
Follow Boss Rutten, ladies and gentlemen. That's Boss Rutten MMA on Twitter. Thank you very much for tuning into the podcast, my friends.